Authority MDA to share her insights on the topic Commercialization Route for Medical Devices. Please join me in welcoming Puan Ida Mazura.
Okay. Assalamualaikum and good afternoon. Okay. All right. So I'm actually representing my chief executive, which he cannot make it for today's event because of he's on leave. Because last week we have the Deepavali celebration, so I think that is why he's still on leave. So I'm actually conveying the message of my chief executive to highlight on the commercialization and regulatory route for medical devices in Malaysia. Okay, next. Okay, so my name is Ida Mazura. I'm actually a Senior Director of Policy and Strategic Planning Division, Medical Device Authority. So I've been with MDA since the establishment of MDA. Previously, I'm heading the Enforcement Division, and now I'm heading the Policy and Strategic Planning Division. Okay, next. This my overview. Okay, I will introduce you to my organization MDA, and then I will touch a bit on the balancing innovation, patient safety, and market access. And after that, I will brief about medtech ecosystem and regulatory framework. And I will give an overview on the medical device industry landscape. And then I will touch a bit on the regulatory pathway for innovative medical device. And then for the wrap up, I will give some highlights on the challenges, opportunity, and future outlook. Okay, next. So who is MDA? MDA is actually a statutory body under the Ministry of Health. It was established under the Medical Device Act Authority in 2012. So the role is to enforce the Medical Device Act to regulate medical device and industry in Malaysia. The core responsibility including regulating medical devices, conformity assessment body and establishments via registration and licensing. And then we oversight conformity assessment, and we monitor the post-market surveillance and conduct or implement enforcement. And we also involve in policy development and regulatory harmonization. Okay, next. This is our institutional structure. Okay, we have two acts that govern our agency. The first one is the Act to establish MDA, and the other Act, Act 737, is the legal requirements that we written in the Act to control those who involved in the medical device industry. So these two acts give powers to the minister, the authority, to regulate establishments, including manufacturer, authorized representative, distributor, and importer, and also regulate the conformity assessment body and the user as well. Okay, next. It is important to balance innovation, patient safety, and market access. That is why most of the countries, they have their own regulatory framework to ensure safety of the patients and public, and also to facilitate the market access. So every medical innovation, no matter how groundbreaking, must cross the regulatory bridge before it reaches the patients. Next. Next. Why regulation matters? It is because with regulation, we will ensure patient safety and risk mitigation. And we also ensure device effectiveness and performance. And with the regulation, we also have the responsibility for those who involve in the manufacturing, distribution, importation, and exportation to monitor their devices at the post-market phase. And with a regulation, we will also standardize the quality assurance. And it also facilitates the global access and ensure the compliance. With this, it builds public and investor confidence. Okay, next. So there's a few key balance factors. For example, innovation versus safety. Even though innovation promises better patient outcomes, but it can reveal new risks if it is not thoroughly studied, analyzed. And safety and access, strict regulation can delay or prevent new technologies from reaching the market, impeding patient access to potentially life-saving treatments. Innovation versus access, high-cost research and development often result in premium pricing for the new therapies, limiting access for the patients and healthcare system. Therefore, regulatory and ethical framework will balance all these factors. Benefit-risk analysis is actually main foundation of the regulation, where device potential health benefits are continuously weighed against its possible harm. Risk mitigation is actually the main principle of the safety and mitigation of risk throughout the product's entire life cycle is expected from the manufacturer. From there, residual risk must be judged acceptable when weighed against the expected clinical benefits. Regulatory harmonization is actually the effort to standardize global medical device regulations, which can help streamline approvals, reduce redundant requirements, and ensure timely access for safe and effective innovative medical device. Next. So how is our MedTech ecosystem? So we have a dynamic network of regulators, innovators, manufacturers, and healthcare providers, which drive safe, effective, and competitive medical device development. We also have the policy and governance, which ensure the safety and efficacy of the innovative medical device. with policy and governance as well, it will promote the innovation. Okay, we have a regulatory framework under Medical Device Act, and this framework is actually aligned with ASEAN Medical Device Directive and also International Medical Device Regulator Forums for global harmonization. And we have government supports and assistance to promote the innovation from various agencies such as MIDA, MOSTI, MTDC, and etc. Okay, on the industry and innovation, at the moment we have more than 200 manufacturers and 3,000 establishments which is licensed with MDA. And the strength of our industry is in disposable, electric and electronics components and diagnostics. And the emerging focus will be on the digital health, AI, 3D printing, software as medical device, and also wearable. And we also have the programs to accelerate testing and commercialization. For example, we have the National Technology and Innovation Sandbox and also BioNexus program. And on the global integration and market access, at the moment, MDA is actively participate in harmonization efforts and reliance to enable regional trade. And we also recognize MDSAP program to improve export confidence. And we have a strong base for clinical validation and contract manufacturing. Next. So, our regulatory framework is actually based on medical device life cycle. We regulate starting from concept up to the obsolescence. So these stages are divided into 3 stages, which is pre-market, placement in the market, and post-market. So in this, in the pre-market stage, it is important to demonstrate compliance to essential principle of safety and performance, and also to establish a quality management system based on ISO 13.5 and also good distribution practice. And then on the placement on the market stage, we impose the requirement on registration and licensing. On the post-market, we impose requirement on monitoring of safety and performance until the disposal of the medical device. Next. So this is our regulatory canvas, how we put the requirement according to the phases. To ensure that the medical device is always safe and effective, or remain safe and effective until the post-market stage. So the manufacturer need to conduct conformity assessment according to 4 elements on quality management system, post-market surveillance system, technical documentation, and declaration of conformity. So these are the requirement of the conformity assessment is actually the assessment on the evidence of conformity against essential principle of safety and performance. So once the compilation of evidence have been done, the CAB, the conformity assessment body, will verify the evidence of conformity. And after that, only they can apply for device registration and establishment license. And if they want to advertise their medical device, they need to also apply the approval from the MDA. And after that, the establishment or the industry or the company who deal with medical device must have the post-market surveillance and vigilance system, including to have the complaint handling procedures, problem or incident reporting, field corrective action, and also recall. So they need to have systematic procedures to ensure that all the safety and issues of their medical device can be taken care accordingly. And on the usage part, we have usage and maintenance requirement. This requirement is imposed to the user, whereby they need to ensure safe use of medical device. They must also maintain accordingly the medical device and dispose of medical device appropriately to ensure safety. And for certain medical device, they need to apply permit to use and operate the medical device. Next. So, in implementing our regulatory requirements or legal requirements in Act, we need to have the legal document. So, we have the Medical Device Act and its regulation. Currently, we have 4 regulations to support the Medical Device Act, and we also have orders. Currently, we have 3 orders, and also other administrative documents such as guidance document, circular letters, guidelines, standards, and codes. Next. And we are so lucky because our government have various initiatives to promote innovation. So for the medical products or medical device, the most popular initiative is the National Technology and Innovation Sandbox. The key focus of this initiative is to assist pre-commercialization of R&D and also providing the test beds. So the leads or supporting agencies are MOSTI, Meranti, MTDC, and MAGIC. Next. Okay, this slide shows the landscape of medical device in Malaysia. Currently, we have a total investment approved for RM 53.2 billion with 604 projects approved, and the potential job creates around 130,000 jobs. Okay, so the major companies available in Malaysia or operates in Malaysia, including MNCs and also local manufacturer. Next. And the top 5 export destination in 2024, including USA, Belgium, Germany, Singapore, and Japan. Major products exported, including surgical and examination glove, all consumables, including needles, catheters, cannula, instruments, and appliances used in medical or veterinary, orthopedics, and other appliances. Major imported products including medical instruments, appliances like needle, catheter, cannula, electrodiagnostic apparatus, and also contact lens. Okay, next. So I just want to share statistics on pre-market approvals and license that MDA has issued. Total establishment issued by MDA since 2015 up to last year around 21,000. Okay, but the active license around 5,000. Okay, and total registered medical device, including new and re-registration, around 80,000. This is starting from 2016 up to 2025. And we currently have registered 22 conformity assessment bodies with the total around 129 personnel. These personnel involved in audits as well as technical review. Next. So we are also actively participate in international collaboration such as IMDRF, International Medical Device Regulator Forums, GHWP, AMDC, ASEAN Medical Device Council, and APEC. The latest one, we become a member in MedSAP, Medical Device Single Audit Program. So the purpose of having this collaboration is to share insights and contribute the international convergence effort, including recognizing approval from other countries. Okay? Our vision is to position Malaysia as a trusted and responsive regulator in the innovative medical device space, to ensure regulatory flexibilities and readiness for emerging healthcare technologies, and also to foster safe, ethical, and responsible innovation. Okay, next. So now I want to explain a bit on the regulatory pathway for innovative medical device. So this is actually parallel to what I have shown before, the regulatory framework. So we have the stage of design and development, design verification and validation, commercialization, distribution, and internationalization. So as everybody know, in design and development, it is where we have to prove the concept via feasibility studies and analysis, and this is where the prototype will be developed. And in design and verification validation, it is the stage where the preclinical and clinical trial will be done. And then on the commercialization, which I map with our current regulatory requirement, this is where the manufacturer need to compile the evidence of conformity for conformity assessment. And this is where to obtain the approval and registration, including the licensing. On the distribution, so this is where the activity of sales and marketing and the responsibility to monitor the safety and performance of the medical device will be done at the distribution stage as well. And on the internationalization, this is where the recognition and reliance occurs, collaboration with international agencies to facilitate the market access to the country that have their own regulatory framework. And in this stage, facilitation of strategic industrial and partnership between business to business is very important. So for the innovative medical device, we will facilitate throughout these phases. Next. So how we facilitate the innovative or the innovation? We have three initiatives. We have the three initiatives to assist the researcher or industry who want to ensure who want to commercialize their R&D or proposal. Okay, so in Initiative 1, we have the Innovative Medical Device Review to provide regulatory advice on compliance to regulatory requirement. We have two types of review. The first one is the Early Development Review, which we will consider those proposals that are in TRL 3 to participate in our early development review. And another review is the pre-commercial review. The criteria for this review is those proposal or those research at TRL 6. Okay. And then we have the Initiative 2. This one, we will assist in clinical investigation activities to obtain the clinical data to support the compliance to regulatory requirements. And we also facilitate the researcher and industry who require funding assistance by issuing a recommendation letter or supporting letter to any initiative, for example, NTIS or MTDC, so that they will consider the proposal according to their criteria, which covers the regulatory requirement as well. And then in Initiative 3, we have the priority route for registration. So we will attach the Innovative Medical Device Review during the registration submission. So in this initiative, we will facilitate the registration process. And we also try to engage the industry or the researcher with the agencies who have the assistance or who involved in promoting the innovation. For example, MOSTI, MIDA, MTDC, and others. Okay, and we also have in mind to bridge the researcher with the industry. For example, university researchers who doesn't have any connection with industry, so we can introduce the researcher to the industry that have already comply with our regulatory requirement. So it is easier for the researcher to ensure that their product can be manufactured and further released to the market. So next. So in this slide is actually elaboration of the previous slide on the Initiative 1. Okay, so as I mentioned, we have two types of review. The first one, early development review. The second is pre-commercial review. So in this process, the proposal will be reviewed to ensure or to see whether there is any gaps in the proposal in complying the regulatory requirements. So from there, when we find the gaps, we will address what are the gaps to the researchers so that they can update their proposal to include those requirements in their proposal. And from there, we will also advise the classification of medical devices, whether it is in the high risk or lower risk, and to ensure that research objective and collection of data is addressing the essential principle of safety and performance. And we also advise on the way forward to commercialize the innovation and timely access to the market. It is including engaging the researcher with the industry, and facilitate the process of registration and licensing. And then we will ensure the market access will be smooth without any hurdles. Next. So these slides elaborate more on the Initiative 2 entry on the facilitation of market access. As I mentioned, in Initiative 2, we are actually facilitating the research to conduct the clinical investigation. So because we have the exemption notification for clinical investigation, from this initiative, we will try to smoothly connect the researcher with the clinical sites for the clinical investigation activities, and we also facilitate in terms of getting the exemption from the MDA. And we also support the application to get or to obtain the financial assistance through initiative that government have implemented. For example, NTIS. So as what we have done before, we issue a report to facilitate the application to the NTIS, whether to get the funding as well as to get the place to do the testing batch of the innovation. Meaning the NTIS will assist you to put the medical device in any healthcare institution under their list so that it can be tested by the clinician. And in the Initiative 3, the priority route for registration, it is actually the expedited route for the registration processes, meaning we will cut short the process of registration to ensure that the approval can be obtained timely and the device can access to the market timely. Next. To conclude, I will highlight a few challenges and opportunity and the future outlook that MDA will do to ensure the commercialization of R&D in Malaysia. Okay, the challenges we face is actually on the limited CAB or Conformity Assessment Body expertise for software as medical device and IVD. And there is also challenges on the cost and complexity for SMEs to comply with regulatory requirement, and long approval times for novel tech, and also fragmented guidance to comply with the regulatory requirement. So we turn these challenges into opportunities. So we will engage, or we will conduct more capacity building and specialization for the CAB. Last time we have a pool of experts to facilitate on the conformity assessment process, and we will continue to pool the experts to help us in conducting the conformity assessment, and we will have shared services and sandbox approach. At the moment, we are in the midst of coming out the regulatory sandbox for the AI medical device. And then we try to see the adaptive, we will try to see the international recommendation to have the adaptive and risk-based regulation, meaning we try to make as flexible as we can on the regulatory framework so that we can facilitate the innovation. And also we have actively engaged with the researcher, industry, and also MDA so that we will have a good development process of innovative medical device that is in compliance with whatever requirement that we have put in our legislative document. So, our future outlook, we continuously reviewing and developing flexible and adaptive regulatory framework, and we also upgrading the current online application and approval system so that the industry will get the approval timely. And we are trying to strengthen public and private partnership and stakeholder engagement. Okay, because it is important to get inputs from the industry and also stakeholders so that we can have a very flexible and adaptive regulatory requirement to cater innovation. So key takeaways: regulation is a partner in innovation. Compliance builds credibility and market access. Collaboration is essential for the growth of the medical device industry. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Puan Ida Mazura, for the informative sharing on navigating the commercialization pathway for medical devices in Malaysia. Up next, we will proceed with the business matching pitch session where selected researchers will present groundbreaking solutions focused on health and medtech, overcoming barriers in health innovation. Each team will have 5 minutes to pitch their ideas. Should you have questions regarding the research presentation, you may proceed to their own respective booth for further explanation. Let's give them our full attention and support as we begin the pitching session. Please welcome Dr. Salma Karman from Faculty of Engineering, who will present a modified molybdenum disulfide functionalized with carboxyl groups based surface plasmon resonance biosensor that enables faster and more sensitive virus detection. This innovation improves diagnostic accuracy using nanotechnology and could support the development of portable, real-time testing devices for healthcare and pandemic response. You may begin your presentation when you are ready.
Assalamualaikum and very good afternoon. I'm Salma, present the next generation SPR biosensor for rapid virus detection. Next. Ladies and gentlemen, the world learned a hard lesson during the COVID-19 pandemic. Our diagnostic tools were not ready. Millions of lives were lost and global economy suffered trillions in losses because we couldn't detect the infection at early enough. The hospitals were overwhelmed, community shut down, and supply chain stopped. The truth is, our diagnostic tools simply couldn't keep up with the speed of the outbreak. Let's look at the problem. Current testing relies heavily on PCR and rapid antigen kits. The PCR is accurate but slow, expensive, and requires trained professionals in specialized labs. Rapid tests the rapid antigen test, while convenient, but it's not accurate and always miss to detect the infection at the early stage. Now, imagine if we could get the lab-grade accuracy in real time without wait, high cost or complex setup, that's where our solutions comes in. Next. We are developing a next generation biosensor based on the surface plasmon resonance technology, which is we simply call as SPR. In simple terms, it's a smart sensor that detects the disease-related proteins directly from a small sample in quickly, accurately, and non-invasively. It delivers results in minutes and can be used anywhere. Next. When we look at the competition, today's market is splitting between the accuracy and the speed. PCR wins on accuracy but loses on convenience, while antigen kits win on speed but lack reliability. Our SPR biosensor bridges that gap, offering PCR-label precision with rapid test speed, creating a new category of diagnostics that current players simply can't match. Next. Our primary market segments focus on two key areas. The first area is healthcare and medical diagnostics, where the global market exceeds $100 billion. Our biosensor offers the hospital and clinics a faster, affordable, and point-of-care diagnostic solution for infectious and chronic disease such as COVID-19, influenza, cancer, and heart disease. The second area, we focus on the food safety and agriculture market, which is a market worth over $20 billion, where our sensor can detect harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli on site in farms or food processing facilities, thus protecting both the producers and consumers. Together, these sectors create a powerful, sustainable market opportunity. By capturing even 1% of the total biosensor market, our technology could generate over $1.5 billion in annual revenue. Next. At this stage, we are seeking strategic collaborations and funding partners to further our research, product optimization, and commercialization efforts. With the right support, we can accelerate prototype development, clinical validation, and large-scale deployment, transforming this innovation from the lab into the real-world impact. Our vision is to make early detection accessible to everyone, everywhere. With your support, we can realize the next generation diagnostic tools to create a safer, smarter, and more sustainable world, ready for whatever outbreak comes next. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Salma. Next, we welcome Prof. Dr. Firdaus bin Hariri from the Faculty of Dentistry to present his software, CranioMax, a 3D software that estimates craniofacial growth in children and adolescents. It uses AI-based modeling to predict facial and skull development, helping surgeons and orthodontists plan precise, growth-compatible treatments. Please join me in welcoming Prof. Dr. Firdaus.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good afternoon. My name is Firdaus Hariri. Together with my team comprises of doctors, dentists, as well as mathematicians. We are here to share our product called Craniomax Air Scan, which is actually a detector for people with breathing problems. So imagine if you have a child with snoring who have problems to focus at school, or maybe if you yourself has issues with breathing and always experience micro sleep, sudden sleeping during driving. And then we heard about the case of sudden death of child in nurseries and so many other things in relations to sleep. So we are trying to solve the problems. So next, please. And because sleeping disorders can be caused by so many factors, it can be anatomical reason, for example, like the facial bones, or maybe soft tissue such as the tongue, the tongue inside our mouth, or probably a more complex issue such as obesity. And what we are trying to solve would be focusing more on the head and neck area, in which the sensor can be used to kind of like produce primary detection of whether you have a high risk, moderate risk, or no risk at all with regards to breathing. So our product actually is in the middle of a two-phase project, which have been running for almost 8 years. So our research group is very focused on this area, and most recently we have been invited to be in Season 3 Innovathon, a program by Astro, Ministry of Science and Technology, as well as Ministry of Economy. So we presented that with the hope that we can call for any interested parties, whether pharmaceuticals or insurance or any health industry, to be with us to help other people. So next, please. So the whole idea of our product is actually mobile-based. So it integrates AI and big data. It's radiation-free, so we distance ourselves from CT scan and X-rays, and as well as affordable. So it can be used by parents, teachers, nursery operators, and even doctors in hospital. And what it will do, it will integrate the data that we have analyzed since the last 8 years of normal populations and populations with disease, in which at the end of the day, the applications in your phone can actually come out with just simple, indicators. It's like traffic light, red, yellow, and green. Green as in you don't have any issues with issues with airway. Yellow, you have moderate risk, advisable to see doctors. And red, you have high risk, so it is recommended for you to see doctors. So how do we do this? Okay, next please. We will use camera apps, in your phone. And the user may need to take a 3-dimensional picture of the respective child or student, and then upload the image into the apps, and it will auto-calculate and come out with all those 3 indicators. Okay, very easy to use. Next, please. Okay, so basically it can be used by public, patients. In the apps, there will be a functions where they will ask whether you are parents, you are teachers, or you are doctors. If you are doctors or researcher, you can click on it, and then it will bring you to a more technical, to which this device can also be used for surgical or intervention planning. So it's very advanced. Where are we at now? We are in the middle, TRL 6. We have been getting grants from MOSTI under TED 1 and Ministry of Higher Education under PRGS. You are heading towards TED 2 by MOSTI. And I've mentioned just now, we have been invited by Astro to be part of Innovathon Season 3. So Alhamdulillah, we are heading towards the right direction. So next, please. So the market, our group comprises of, at this stage, maybe around 12 researchers, doctors, surgeons, dentists, mathematicians, software engineers, dedicating their life to this. So we are looking at local markets, Malaysia, Ministry of Health, Ministry of Higher Education, public schools, and we have researchers from China as well as from Indonesia, who are with us now. So we are talking about distributing these apps to China as well. I think Dr. Ding is here somewhere. And also, yeah, Dr. Ding from China. And we have also researchers, 3 researchers from Indonesia, who is also part of our team. Dr. Maudina, Dr. Aga, and Dr. Nisya. So we are looking at huge market, countries with huge populations. So hopefully, any interested party can come to our booth over there. Dr. Noli, please raise your hand. Yeah, do drop by, and we are more than happy to entertain to any questions. Thank you very much for your time. Assalamualaikum.
Thank you, Prof. Dr. Firdaus, for the engaging presentation. Let us now welcome Dr. Afariza Hanafi from Faculty of Engineering, who has developed a diagnostic system for detecting lung cancer using an intelligent sensor-based approach. The technology enables early, non-invasive, and rapid identification of lung cancer biomarkers, potentially revolutionizing screening and diagnosis through AI and biosensor integration. Please welcome.
Assalamualaikum and good evening, everyone. My name is Efariza, and today I will present on our innovation, which is the ML-based LookStat, a wireless biosensor for lung cancer detection. So our innovation aims to address one of the pressing challenges in Malaysia as well as globally, which is the late diagnosis of lung cancer due to the limited access to effective and affordable diagnostic tools. So as we know, lung cancer still remains as one of the leading causes of cancer-related death in Malaysia. Unfortunately, can you, next please? Unfortunately, the current diagnostic methods, such as the magnetic resonance imaging, MRI, is expensive. It requires specialized equipment, as well as it needs trained medical professionals to operate the machines. So these limitations makes early detections, especially for those lung cancer, inaccessible to many people, especially those in rural areas or resource-limited areas. Therefore, this could actually lead to delayed diagnosis and hence reduced survival rates. Next, please. So our innovation is a portable point of care biosensor, which provides a simple and cost-effective solution for lung cancer detection. So it can be used outside medical center, and the device actually, it can detect the lung cancer biomarker in real time. Specifically, we are detecting the CD63 exosomes. Next, please. So our biosensor actually integrates both hardware as well as software components to provide an intelligent and real-time diagnostic platform that can be used anywhere. So the device actually enables seamless data transmissions through Bluetooth connections, therefore allowing for remote monitoring. And it also includes graphical user interface to enable real-time visualizations. And we also integrate with machine learning so that the device is able to have a rapid interpretation of the results. So the device will be able to detect if there is lung cancer biomarker exists or not in the blood. All right, next please. So our target market includes the ministries of health, public and private providers, Ministry of Education, NGOs such as the National Cancer Society Malaysia, NCSM or MACNA, and as well as for household. All right. So the route of commercialization that we are planning is on the licensing. So in short, actually our ML-based LookStat is an innovative and portable solution. Next, please. So we are actually open for partnership, okay, for either investment or licensing or collaboration. With your support, okay, we can bring the innovation from the lab to the community, helping to improve healthcare outcomes. So together we redefine lung cancer detection, making it more accessible to everyone, and let's help to save more lives. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Ifariza, for the insightful presentation. Now, I would like to invite Associate Professor Dr. Nur Shamimi binti Nur Rashid from Faculty of Medicine to share on her biomedical innovation called Utinogel, a bioactive gel for diabetic wound healing. Formulated with utinol, it accelerates tissue regeneration, reduces inflammation, and prevents infection, offering a safer and more effective solution for chronic wounds among diabetic patients. Please welcome.
All right, thank you, Madam Chairperson. Assalamualaikum and a very good afternoon, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, I think all of you, I assume that I'm pretty sure that all of you know what this is. So this has become a major burden worldwide and especially in Malaysia. Okay, so of course, obviously it becomes a major burden to the economy of our country. Yeah. So as you can see, those are the stages of wound in diabetic patient, starting from the early stage up to the later stage. So now we are here, we want to stop the wound from spreading. Okay, so next slide please. Okay, so I think all of you also quite know that it's very hard to heal the diabetic wound because the accumulation of a senescent cell. So when there's accumulation of a senescent cell, then it makes it very hard for the diabetic patient wound to heal. Okay, so what we really doing is that, next please. So we creating a topical gel containing eugenol and quercetin. Next. Okay, so these two compounds is highly effective to targeted towards the senescent marker, which are the CXCR1 and CXCR2. Next, please. Okay, so when we targeted this, it is basically that now it's effective, it's quite fast to accelerate the healing in a diabetic patient. Right, so what do we have from here? Next, please. Is we get the effective gel to treat the diabetic wound healing, and then it's safe, okay, and it can accelerate the healing of a diabetic wound in a diabetic patient, all right, and most importantly, it is safe and cheap. Yeah, okay, so next slide please. All right, so the current products that we have in the market is not actually to treat the diabetic wound. Okay, so the current products, some of it that we have is that the intrasite, silver gels, antibiotics, and honey gels. So they are all really focusing towards the infection of the diabetic wounds. Okay, and then really to retain the moisture of the diabetic wounds. They're not really targeting towards the healing of the diabetic wounds because it's really hard to heal the diabetic wounds itself. So what we come out is that, okay, so our gel consists of two compounds just now, okay, eugenol and quercetin, which really targeted toward the senescent marker, CXCR1 and CXCR2, all right, and of course it also targeted towards the inflammation. Okay, as you know that the inflammatory markers is really heightened in a diabetic patient. Okay. So, and of course, we also targeted towards the senolytic mechanism. Senolytic is we're trying to eliminate the senescent cell, okay, from the wound. So with this, that we promote the cell proliferation, and after we promote the cell proliferation, then we can accelerate the healing process in a diabetic patient, okay, in diabetic patient wound. All right, so our gel is the first of its kind therapeutic for the diabetic wound healing, right? Okay, next slide, please. Okay, so say hello to our utinol gel, a senolytic breakthrough for diabetic wound healing. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you to all presenters for the excellent pitches. Ladies and gentlemen, a quick announcement before we continue. Please take a moment to scan the QR code that will be displayed on the screen in front to join our lucky draw session this afternoon. It only takes a few seconds. Just open your phone camera, scan the QR code, and submit your details. We will be giving away some exciting prizes later today, so make sure you don't miss your chance. Once again, please scan the QR code now to register for the lucky draw happening in the afternoon session. Good luck, everyone. Now, we continue with another insightful session entitled Commercialization Regulatory Route for Pharmaceuticals. We are pleased to welcome Mr. Muhammad Firdaus bin Abdullah, Senior Principal Assistant Director, Biologics Section, Center for Product and Cosmetic Evaluation, National Pharmaceutical Regulatory Agency, NPRA, to share his expertise. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Muhammad Firdaus.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and a very good afternoon, everyone. My name is Muhammad Firdaus Abdullah. I'm an evaluator for drug product registration from NPRA. I'm very grateful that I'm invited here to share some insight or some information regarding drug product registration and its relation to commercialization. Okay, next. Okay, this presentation will start with an introduction to NPRA, who we are and what we do, followed by a review of the product registration process and GMP requirement. Then I will highlight the facilitated pathway that speed up access to innovative medicines. And finally, we'll look at how these processes fit into the commercialization pathway. Next. This is the organization structure and function of NPRA. NPRA is a part of pharmaceutical services under Ministry of Health. So our mission is to safeguard the nation's health through scientific excellence in the control of medicinal product and cosmetic. Our vision is to be internationally recognized. And this will drive us to align with global standards such as WHO, PICS, and ICH. Next. This is the location of our facilities in Section 13 PJ. I think it's quite near from here. Maybe some of you have drive by and see this NPRA from the roadside. Next. NPRA covers the full regulatory life cycle. This includes product registration, GMP inspections, pharmacovigilance, clinical trial licensing, and post-marketing quality surveillance. What this means for company is there's a single integrated authority overseeing all stages of the product life cycle. This will make Malaysia a predictable and stable environment for pharmaceutical commercialization. Next. Okay, all product registration activities fall under Regulation 7, bracket 1 of the CDCR, Control of Drug Control Cosmetic Regulation 1984. NPRA, the product that we use in that we evaluate in the NPRA consists of pharmaceutical products, which consists of new drug, biologics, generics, and other products such as health supplement, traditional, and veterinary product. Okay, next. The references used for product evaluation, we follow the international guideline such as WHO guideline, ICH, International Council for Harmonization, BP and USP Pharmacopoeia, and also DCA or Drug Control Authority reference countries or agencies, and also PICS or GMP. In terms of regional, in terms of stability, process validation and variation, we follow the ASEAN guideline. We also have our local guideline, which is the Drug Registration Guidance Document, NPRA Guidance Guideline, DCA Directive, and NPRA Circulars. These guidelines and circulars and directive can be accessed in the NPRA website. Next. Okay, sorry for the busy slide, but this slide encompasses all the product registration process, starting from the manufacturer, request for manufacturing, for submission of dossier, and BE study if applicable, and then the product registration holder will submit the application for drug product registration in the Quest system. This will be screened by the evaluators, and after screening was success, this will continue to payment. PRH will provide payment, and then after the payment, evaluation process will start. Then, after correspondence with applicant, if the evaluation is satisfactory, then the application will be presented in drug evaluation committee meeting, and then the drug control authority meeting, and then is after approval from DCA meeting, then the product is approved for market. Next. This slide shows the pharmaceutical product registration pathway, which is the innovative or fast track. This enables shorter access to drug. This comprises of facilitated registration pathway or FRP, which we also call or reliance. Product approved by the stringent regulatory agencies can be evaluated in shorter time. In this example, is 90 working days. So we gather the assessment report and list of question and answer to be provided. So this is, and another thing is priority review. This is for unmet medical needs or product that have unmet medical needs or which is life saving. Then the working days is shortened to 120 working days. And we also have conditional registration of pharmaceutical product during disaster. This, for example, is the COVID-19 drug. The product must fulfill the predefined criteria. Priority review is automatically granted for 70 days, 70 working days, and the validity is 1 year. And also we have orphan medicine pathway. This is also another pathway to ensure that easy, shorter access to medicine such as orphan medicine. Priority review is automatically granted, which is 120 working days. The validity is 5 years. And another one is conditional registration for unmet medical need. Usually we require phase 3 study, but for this pathway, for unmet medical needs drug, we evaluate the phase 2 study. And confirmatory trial phase 3 can be submitted when available. Choosing the optimal registration pathway can shorten the time to market the drug. Next. This is the GMP facility setup process. So, step 1, usually we classify the product. This is the process flow to set up pharmaceutical manufacturing facility in Malaysia. Step 1 is classify the product to determine if GMP compliance is required. And then, step 2, obtain facility layout approval before establishing the quality management system. And then, prepare the quality management system and undergo GMP inspection by the regulatory authority, which is MPRA. If GMP status is acceptable, proceed with product registration or notification and obtain a manufacturer license. Once licensed, the manufacturer is authorized to begin production. This step by step can be accessed in the guideline on application of manufacturer's import and wholesale license, which can be accessed in MPRA website. Next. This is just the layout approval for manufacturer that can also be accessed online in MPRA website. Next. This is the process flow. Is just in case the product need to be inspected on foreign manufacturing facility, which is imported product. For imported product, MPRA recognizes GMP from PICS member countries, but may also conduct its own foreign GMP inspection. So this is the step lah. This is the step to conduct GMP inspection by MPRA. Next. This data shows steady growth in registered product over the past 8 years. 2017 to 2024, which the highest product is the natural product, and the number is increasing each year. This data reflect both MPRA efficiencies and the growing strength of Malaysia's pharmaceutical industry. Our system support innovation while maintaining rigorous standard. Consistent growth indicate robust regulatory and industrial capacity. Next. This is some of the regulatory support for product registration in Malaysia. So for local, priority review, priority GMP inspection and early scientific engagement can assist in registration of local product. For imported product, priority review, exemption from Zone 4B storage condition, and for hybrid product, flexibility on non-clinical Part 3 and clinical data. Next. Malaysia's pharmaceutical landscape is expanding through technology transfer and strategic partnership. The country has proven capabilities in sterile injectables, insulin and biosimilars. Collaboration with global manufacturers for vaccine, hormone and respiratory product is encouraged. Regulatory alignment, capacity building and reliance mechanism all help bring new technologies to market faster. Next. In conclusion, Malaysia aligned with global standards, adopt internationally recognized benchmark like WHO GLP, PICS GMP, OECD mutual acceptance. We have transparent English language regulatory guidance which is publicly available for ease of reference. We also have expedited approval pathway for priority product to ensure access to medicine in need. We are committed to high quality, affordable medicine. We support the registration of high quality pharmaceutical product to enhance patient access to safe and cost-effective treatment. Malaysia regulatory framework provide a clear, transparent and supportive environment for pharmaceutical commercialization. Next. Thank you for your attention. If you need further clarification, you can go to our website or contact our staff directly. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Muhammad Firdaus, for the valuable presentation and detailed overview of the pharmaceutical regulatory landscape. We will be having a 5-minute break before our next session. But before that, I do have one quick announcement. If there is any person who lost their card, the card is Optic says coating warranty card. The name on the card is Widyarko. You may come forward to claim your card. See you again after 5 minutes break. Ladies and gentlemen, for anyone who haven't scanned your QR code for the lucky draw, you may scan your QR code at the front. Good evening once again. Now, we'll resume with the business matching pitch session, an opportunity for our researchers and startups to showcase their innovations and connect with industry partners. Let's begin the session. Please welcome Prof. Dr. Jeannie Wong Siu-Ding from the Faculty of Medicine. She will present her work on AI-powered diagnostic system that use interpretable deep learning and radiomics to improve breast cancer detection from medical images. By incorporating synthetic data augmentation, it enhances accuracy and transparency, supporting radiologists with early, explainable, and data-driven diagnosis. Please welcome.
Hello. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Jeannie, and I'm excited to introduce Sono AI DS, our mission to bring breast cancer detection to every woman, everywhere. Next, let's start with a simple truth. Behind every late diagnosis, there is a woman who never had a chance to be screened. This is not a statistic. It is a call to action. Next. But what if I tell you that a woman's chance of surviving breast cancer depends not on medicine, but on her postcode? The World Health Organization reminds that early detection saves lives, but only if you can reach the women who need it most. Next. And in Malaysia, many women live far away from screening center. Just like where I come from, Sarawak. There's a lot of women that lives in the longhouse, in the rural and remote area. And these are the women that are most at risk of being missed. Next. The problem is 1 in 19 women in Malaysia may develop breast cancer in their lifetime. Mammography, while it is the gold standard, it is expensive and you need radiologists to read them. Ultrasound, on the other hand, almost every GP has it, but the GP cannot read breast ultrasound because they're not trained to do it. So, next, how do we detect breast cancer for millions of women who live far away from the nearest mammography center? Our solution, Sono AI DS, a portable AI-powered ultrasound solution. The key feature include a portable ultrasound, which can provide instant results, and with AI, smart AI assistant. And this is affordable, safe, simple to use, and it brings early detection to every woman and can save life through early and timely care. Next. This is how it works. We have a portable tablet and a portable ultrasound, and we can scan anywhere, anytime. We have AI diagnosis, which can segment and show you where do you think the lesion is, provide real-time analysis and decision support. The decision can be in BI-RADS classification, a language that radiologists understand, and then with one click, we can produce a report that these women can bring to a tertiary hospital or hospital to get further checkup. We are not replacing radiologists, but we are providing access to healthcare. This technology builds on a large data set and advanced deep learning. It distinguishes between benign and malignant lesion using explainable AI and by RAS classification. This is trusted by radiologists worldwide. This system generates automatic reports and makes referrals seamless. Next. Our primary customers are Ministry of Health and NGOs running women's health and cancer screening program in rural and underserved areas. We hope to also serve private diagnostic centers, mobile clinics, general practitioners, medical imaging vendors, telehealth providers, and AI health startups. Next. We are seeking industry collaborator to co-develop and clinically validate Sono AI DX for real-world breast screening application. We are also looking for industry partners to license and commercial our AI-powered portable breast ultrasound solution, expanding to healthcare access together. Our expertise includes AI diagnostic model, portable ultrasound integration, and clinical imaging validation. Next. In closing, I leave you with this. Imagine if we could bring life-saving breast cancer screening to every village using just a portable tablet and ultrasound probe. With Sono AI DX, this vision is within reach. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Prof. And now, please welcome Professor IR Dr. Tan Chor Yong from Faculty of Engineering, who will present on an innovative dental health system combining a handheld imaging device and AI analysis platform to detect oral diseases early and manage dental care more efficiently, making professional dental diagnostics faster, smarter, and more accessible. Please, the stage is yours.
A very good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of Professor Dr. Tan Chor Yong, myself, Saim, will be presenting the Smile Guardian. And our motto is, be your own dentist. Please, next. I'm a father of 2 kids, and I always see a lovely smile on their faces. And the reason is very much obvious. Like any other parent, why I want to see a lovely smile faces? Because number one, a lovely smile indicates a good health. And number two, a lovely smile boosts a confidence level in the kids. However, we may know from our past experience, the dental issues and problems, they are always there in our mouth, behind the teeth, under the gums, and they are pop up until and unless we have a pain. Once we have a pain, we rush toward the dentist so as to see how to overcome this pain. At this moment, there will be a cost to our pockets, and also it's very inconvenient as well. Please, next. So as a team, we thought that what should we do to tackle this main issue? So we need some kind of solution which can diagnose to some extent to detect the dental issues. And how can detect? We wish to have this detection at our home while sitting on our sofa, at our convenience, maybe in the morning, maybe in the evening, maybe in the afternoon, and also with less or least interference from the dentist, because if we move to the dentist, it will be associated with the cost and burden on our pockets. Please, next. So here comes our solution, the Smile Guardian. So basically, it's a combination of 3 things: a hardware, a AI tool, or you can say machine, and the third is the app. So a combination of these 3 things combined as a Smile Guardian. So what is happening, like this intraoral device has a high definition camera, so it scans the teeth and the gum, and these images transfer automatically to the AI machine. So machine analyze and then transfer the results to the app, which has the mobile camera, that mobile device. So on this app, the total diagnostic is shown to the user, that what they have. It's a plug, it's a cavity, it's a gum disease, what it is, and how severe it is. What are the remedial actions, and if needed, a sign toward the dentist or appointment to the dentist can also be made by this app. So it's a wholesome solution toward the dental health issues. Please, next. So we do have compare our products to existing market products that do the same thing or the least things, and we found that our product is located in top right-hand side, which is more capable to handle or to deal with the lot things that we need to diagnose, and also it's less expensive compared to the other options available in the market. Please, next. In terms of features, there's no comparison with our product. Our product is the best of the best. Please, next. I do have to mention that our product is already patented here in Malaysia. So the hardware, the AI brain, and the software app all are patented. So we are very much safe. Please, next. Our target audience in the market is B2C. So the parents and the adults are our consumers or our tentative market, which we have to target. And I hope they will, once it's launched, they will buy it. They will rush to buy it. Please, next. So we do have done the market size analysis, and for this moment we have found that the total available market is about 4.5 billion USD, whereas the serviceable available market is about 450 million, and serviceable obtainable market is about 180 million USD. Please, next. Our wide is new, but it's on moving. We already have obtained about 300,000 Malaysian ringgits from Ministry of Economy to develop a very initial prototype, but we are seeking about 250,000 USD so as to enhance the hardware, the AI brain, and the software so that we are commercially viable. So then in the next 1 year, we launch our product to the Malaysia, Singapore, China, Japan, USA, Australia, Europe, anywhere. Please, next. And these funds would be utilized mostly for the development of hardware, AI brain, and the software. The 80% cost will go to there. So most of the things goes to the actual product. Please, next. So here's a brief introduction to the team, led by Professor Tan Choo Yong. He's a faculty member of engineering department. The next is the team member is Dr. Noliza from the Department of Dentistry. She has joined very recently. And Dr. Hungrung, she's the AI specialist, and myself. So that's all from my side. Please, next. If you have any question, you can come to our booth behind the scenes so that we can discuss more. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Prof. Next, we welcome Dr. Vengadeswaran from the Universiti Malaya Power Energy Dedicated Advanced Center, UMPDAC, to present his innovation on a washable antimicrobial coating that keeps fabrics germ-free and fresh by preventing bacteria, fungi, and viruses from growing. Ideal for healthcare, sportswear, and everyday textiles. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Vengadeswaran.
Okay. Good evening to everyone, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, my name is Vengadeswaran. So I'm from UMPDAC, UM Power Energy Dedicated Advanced Center. And the title of our project is Antimicrobial Textile Coating for Personal Protective Equipment. Next. So this is the small layout of outline of our contents. Next. Okay, so basic introduction is, so for antimicrobial agents, okay, for PPE, so used for healthcare to protect themselves from other getting infected. So mostly the PPE is not being coated or anything with any antimicrobial or antiviral coatings. Okay, so development of antimicrobial coatings for the PPE is crucial, and anti-adhesion and contact to kill the the bacteria or the viruses is very important. So that's where we developed the antimicrobial agents and repelling and also for contact killings. Next. So our problem statement is mostly healthcare workers are 7 times likely to have severe COVID-19 and also now is influenza A or other kind of viruses infections. Okay, so improper prolonged usage could multiply the risk of infections, and untreated PPE can be could be a carrier and vector to the viral infectors. So current PPE is only 17 to 45% effective, and it has been quoted by Eckenberry. Okay, our research objective is main thing is we are going to use polyethylene glycol PEG in acrylic resin. The acrylic resin which we are using is water-based acrylic resin, and we are going to incorporate nanoparticles inside it. So we have incorporated zinc oxide, copper oxide, and RGO, reduced graphene oxide. Okay, and this project is collaborated with Nano Malaysia Berhad, and to analyze the optimized coating through spray coating method on woven and non-woven PPE fabrics. Okay, so basically we have done all the characterization, and in fact we have also done the patent filing for using RGO, which shows a good performance. Okay, so the next. Okay, so our research novelty is both killing the anti-adhesion and mechanism, that is PEG and nanoparticles. Why we use PEG? Because PEG is food grade PEG we are using. Okay, so next is a permanent antiviral coating, high durability binders, because we are using water-based acrylic resin, and non-toxic food grade material, and high antimicrobial effect until 99% effective. Okay, next. Our methodology is very simple, so it's a simple way of producing the coating. Next. So this is the antiviral test we have done using Felina COVID virus test, and it has been done in TDREC in itself. Okay, one of the most advanced research center. Next. So this is the testing for antibacterial and antifungal test. Both is been done in and we have used Kirby voucher disk diffusion method for antifungal tests. Next. So these are the tests which characterization which has been done. Okay, already done all these tests. Next. Okay, result and discussion we have done. Next. We have used PEG with acrylic resin, so all the coating system showed a smooth surface without any irregularities. Okay, so the smooth surface is attributed to great cross-linking between PEG and acrylic resin via the covalent bonds. Okay, next. So you can see the FTIR. It clearly identifies that how is PEG cross-linked with acrylic resin. Next. That is the peak shifting which we observe. Next. So TGA, weight loss about 120 degrees attributed to evaporation of absorbed and chemi-absorbed waters, and hydrolysis of oxygenic group was primary cause, weight of loss, and the occurrence of the sample between 250 to 450 degrees Celsius. So 0, 20 and 25 weight percent of coating, PEG weight percent on the coating acrylic coating system shows the best stability up to 36% of thermal stability enhancement. Next, water contact angle, it shows that 0 weight percent to 25 weight percent shows below 90, that means it's more hydrophilic. So when PEG increases, the weight percent increases and the polymer chain becomes structured and cause agglomeration of hydroxyl bond and the interface. Next. Okay, this shows that the antiviral properties of the resin, and from here it shows that the 20 weight% shows the best antiviral activity, that is up to 99.9%. Okay, next. So we have successfully developed antiviral coating, organic coating with PEG and water-based acrylic binder. Now we are going to include other nanoparticles inside it. Okay, next. Okay, this which we have done it is the antiviral test using uncoated acrylic only, acrylic PEG with RGO and acrylic PEG with RGO after washing. Okay, and this shows that acrylic PEG with RGO shows about the log 10 reduction for antiviral is the highest, and after washing it shows a little, a very little reduction. Next. So this is a zinc oxide lab coat against samples, and then zinc oxide face mask. Next. So next is on the copper oxide lab coat samples against E. coli, using E. coli virus and S. aureus, and copper oxide face mask samples using S. aureus and E. coli. Next. So this is on face mask. So on face mask sample against zinc oxide and copper oxide, and zinc oxide and copper oxide with C. albicans. So different kind of viruses. Okay, next. So we successfully developed antimicrobial coating by incorporating copper oxide, zinc oxide and RGO. Okay, so in conclusion, copper oxide and zinc oxide based coating shows great antiviral, antibacterial activity, but RGO shows the ultimate good one. Okay, so from here, next. Okay, we can summarize the future and the future research plan. Okay, so the analysis of reduced graphene oxide RGO will be conducted, durability and breathability, and results will be analyzed. Next is a patent and trade secret filing for innovative antimicrobial coating utilizing RGO has been done. Okay, has been done. And next is the application of UMTRG, where we need funding in order for us to do the toxicity and breathability tests, EMI shielding tests on fabric, and far infrared testing on the fabric. And this is for military application with MySutras and Rayam Berhad, that is our collaborator. Okay, next. Thank you. So if you have any questions or you have any possibilities in order for us to collaborate and go on future discussions, you can come to our booth. Just behind this is under band coatings and Berhad. Thank you.
Thank you, Doctor. And now, to wrap up today's business matching session, we are honored to have Mr. Fazli Izham Mohammed, Assistant Vice President at Malaysian Technology Development Corporation, MTDC, who will be speaking on navigating the innovation funding ecosystem. Please welcome Mr. Fazli.
Testing. Okay, thank you very much for inviting me. Petang ni, saya ingat session saya pukul 4.40 tadi, so saya macam relax-relax lah sekejap kat belakang tu, so tak apa. Saya teruskan kalau boleh, sebab dah hujung-hujung ni kita relax-relax je, santai-santai je. Jadi hari ni petang ni, saya akan cerita sikit berkenaan dengan navigating the innovation funding ecosystem. The topic is very interesting, especially for researchers and startup. So before that, I would like to ask, ada ramai researcher kat sini? Kat belakang, of course lah, researcher. Okay. Next slide, please. A bit about MTDC. MTDC is Malaysian Technology Development Corporation. Kita dimiliki 100% oleh Hazanah Nasional dan agensi di bawah Kementerian Sains, Teknologi dan Inovasi. Jadi MTDC dah 33 tahun. We have been here in the industry since 1992 and we have managed 9 technology funding lah. Kita ada 9 funds currently under MTDC and we have funded more than 800 companies and startups. And we have 5 technology development center across Malaysia. Unfortunately, we don't have one in UM. So we have in UTM, Askudai, UITM, UKM, UPM, and one in FRAME. So if anybody interested to look for incubator, you can go to our centers. Okay, next. Okay, these are some of the companies that we have funded from pre-commercialization stage until IPO. Yeah, we have pre-commercialization stage, commercialization stage, growth stage until IPO. So MTDC, we fund all companies across these stages, from pre-commercialization until IPO. So these are some of the companies. Maybe you are familiar with some of them, but these lists are not exhaustive because we have more companies in our list. Yeah. Okay. Next. Next slide, please. Okay. So before you look for funding, you need to ask yourself all these questions. So, please, next. For fundraising, you need to ask why, what, who, when, and how. Why do you need the funding? Maybe for your research purposes, maybe for R&D, to make your own prototype, or for commercialization, or for expansion. And then you need to ask yourself, what are the items or activities that you need the fund for? Maybe for assets, for OPEX, for CAPEX, for your development of prototype, and maybe for marketing purposes. Depends on your stage of your technology. You can, depends on what you need lah. Okay. Who are the funders? This is the most important question. Who are the funders? Later I will show you. Fund manager all across Malaysia lah. Specifically under the Ministry of Science. When do you need the funding? Okay, maybe sekarang you have your own idea. At that stage, maybe we cannot fund you yet. Maybe at the stage of prototype ready, we can fund you at that point of time. So you need to ask yourself when and how are you going to get the funding. Okay, next please. Okay, why do you need fundraise? First of all, when you have your own idea, when you have your own prototype, when you have your own startup, have you heard of Valley of Death? This is when startup almost banyak mati lah dekat Valley of Death. Bila you dah ada innovation and new businesses, but you don't have the fund, don't have the right partner, don't have the right fund, then you're gonna die lah dekat Valley of Death. That's why you need fundraise. Next. Okay. What is fundraising for? Okay, like I said just now, you need your fund for working capital, for development costs, asset purchase, startup costs, marketing costs, growth funding, contract and project financing. surprisingly, we have all the ecosystem in Malaysia, but orang ramai tak tahulah, the funding ecosystem. So next, who do you fundraise from? Okay, investor, and then a person, a company or entity that allocates resources, money into a project, business with the intention to make a profit or gain an advantage. Maybe you are a researcher, you have your own technology, but mostly you don't go outside and commercialize your own technology. You need your own partner, you need your own investor. That's where the ecosystem comes in. Okay, so you need investors for your technology, for your R&D. Okay, next. Okay, if you look at this, these are some of the investors and funding agencies that we have in Malaysia. So you can see MTDC there. We provide public funding, we provide grants, and we also have agencies that provide private equities, and we have, for different reason or for whatever reason, for whatever technology that you have, we have the fund for you. I mean, Malaysia have the fund for you, not MTDC. We only have some of the fund that we can offer to you. Yeah? So you need to identify which stage are you in, which funds are you suitable to go, to get access to, and you need to approach them. You can do a bit of research. Go to their website, look at their offering. Maybe some of them are not suitable for you. You can go to another agencies. Yeah? Tak semestinya MTDC. Kita ada juga agensi lain macam Cradle, macam SME Corp, MDEC dan sebagainya yang boleh bantu untuk funding. Even MOSTI sendiri ada provide funding, the Ministry of Science, but researcher tak tahu. Okay, nanti I will go to MOSTI. Next. Okay, typical funding for new technologies. Okay, what are the typical funding for new technologies? Bootstrapping. Have you heard of bootstrapping? Maybe lah, maybe pernah dengar lah. Okay, 3F, 3F. Nanti I bagi tahu apa 3F. Government funds, angel investors, venture capital, crowdfunding, and university-based funding. University-based funding, I believe, in UM you also have university-based funding. Maybe small grants for research, for R&D, for prototype making. Maybe university ada lah. Okay. Next, bootstrapping. Bootstrapping is the most safest investment to start a business lah. Maybe because the risks are low, but the outcome may be kurang lah. Because you have to use your own funding instead of external funding. Maybe you just have some friends ke yang boleh bagi fund. Itu adalah bootstrapping. Okay. Next. Is bootstrapping good or bad? Only you can answer that lah. Okay. Next is 3F. What do you mean by 3Fs? Okay. 3Fs are friends, family, and fools. Fools are orang yang dia ada banyak duit, tapi dia tak tahu nak buat apa. So dia jumpa you dia rasa, oh, I suka teknologi you lah. I nak fund. Fools lah tu. Girlfriend, boyfriend, kita boleh kira sebagai fools jugalah kot. Kalau dia nak fund you punya teknologi or business. And then family. Okay, these are 3Fs, the most nearest that investor that you can get. Friends, fools, family. But you need to, bila you dah pinjam, you just kena bayar balik lah. Family kan. Fools tu tak semestinya you tak kena bayar, you kena bayar juga. Fools. Okay, next. Government funds. Okay, dekat sini MTDC ada. Cradle ada. Semua ni adalah government fund. Tapi ini adalah sedikit saja. Ada banyak lagi dekat Malaysia yang kita offer. Kadang-kadang state government pun ada offer. Ini adalah government fund. Depending on what stage your technologies are in now, you need to approach them wisely. Because kalau you at the early stage, you don't have any prototype, and you approach MTDC, kita tak dapat nak fund you. Because MTDC, we will look into technology at TRL 6 and above, where we can assist you in technology and market validation until commercialization and growth stage. So that's MTDC. Before pre-commercialization, you can go to MOSTI. Ramai tak tahu researcher sendiri pun ramai tak tahu. Dan dekat MOSTI ada dana untuk buat prototype, untuk completekan your R&D. You boleh pergi ke MOSTI, you terus call MOSTI, dia akan set you appointment kat you setiap hari Khamis. You boleh cerita apa idea you, prototype you nak buat, dia ada fund untuk prototype and R&D. MOSTI Kementerian Sains. And then when you have completed your R&D, you can come to us, MTDC. You can go to Cradle, you can go to MDV, MDEC, depending on the stage of your R&D. Okay, bioeconomy also focuses on biotech. You can go to bioeconomy. Okay, Nano Malaysia for nanotechnology, you can go there. But all these funding agencies have different inilah, ada yang bagi grant, some of them give equity, some loans. You need to approach them carefully. Okay, next. Angel investor. Okay, next, please, next slide. What is angel investor? Maybe you're familiar with this. Kalau have you watch Shark Tank, we have angel investor. We can call them fools also, because sometimes they have a lot of money, but they don't know what to do with their money. Angel investor. You can find some of them in Malaysia. Dia dah terlalu kaya sangat, dia tak tahu nak buat apa, dia invest je. Bagi je duit kat you untuk buat prototype. At the end of the day, dia nak dia punya pulangan lah. Dia nak keuntungan daripada situ. That's angel investor. Okay, next. Okay. Dia akan guna personal fund dia. Okay. Seterusnya. Next slide, please. Okay, venture capital. Venture capital, usually they have 4 elements in venture capital, which are entrepreneurs, which need money. Mostly entrepreneurs, you lah. And then venture capitalists, and then investment bankers. They give you money, but they want return. And then venture capital, they want their money back with profit. Okay? And then private investor, that's venture capital ecosystem in a general punya point of view lah. Okay? Seterusnya, other forms of funding apart from government funds that I've been ceritakan tadi, we have also crowdfunding in Malaysia. Pitch in, we have micro-leap funding and everything lah dekat sini. University-based pre-seed pun, I believe UM pun ada, but I'm not sure in RMK 13 nanti next year berapa universiti akan dapat, but you will have your own pre-seed funding lah. How do you want to apply for that? I think it's university level lah. You kena go to your university and sebagainya. Okay, seterusnya. This is the overview of the whole ecosystem under the Ministry of Science. Look dekat atas tu, TRL 1 until 9, dekat MOSTI, biasanya dia akan fund daripada TRL 2 sehingga TRL 9. If you want to approach MTDC, you punya prototype dah TRL 6 until 9, you can come. And then we can go until pre-IPO. Until your expansion stage. And we have also Cradle there and Meranti. Meranti also there to help you to commercialize your product. Because we are the funding partner with Meranti. Meranti, you can go to their booth over there. And we also have our booth, MTDC. This is just the general overview. Maybe you can ask for the slide from the organizer later. Yeah. Okay, next. Okay, stage of investment from seed stage until mezzanine stage. The higher you go, the more money you need lah. Okay, so you need to be careful. Some of them not free money. They are loans and equities. When go into equities, you need to be careful. Look at the terms and condition. Yeah. Okay, next. We have a bit of time, so I want to tell you a bit about my STI. My STI, next slide please, is a new initiative by the Ministry of, the initiative was launched by Ministry of Science, Technology and Innovation and by the Ministry of Finance, and the funding partner is MTDC. I strongly suggest that if you have TRL6 technology or R&D, you register for the certification of my STI. Yeah? But make sure your technology is already at TRL9 because this is a recognition to local technology, local R&D. So bila you dah ada certification, dia macam certification barangan buatan Malaysia lah. So this is to recognize local technology. You need to get my STI punya certification. Yeah? The certification will be processed by Meranti, and when you have the certification, MTDC have the right funding for you to test your product with the government, and if you get government tender, we can fund you the capital for bila you masuk government tender lah. We have dana uji beli and dana mudah cara for my STI program. Yeah, okay. So I would like to ask all the researchers here, kalau you dah ada teknologi yang TRL 9, please register because until December this year, the registration will be free. Yeah, next year we don't know yet. Maybe starting January, you need to pay for the registration because we need to do the assessment and everything. Okay, next. Registration setakat ni free. You can scan this and go to the My STI punya website. Kalau ni, you just go to www.mysti.gov.my. You can look, dia ada database of product-product our local technology dah ada dalam database. You can browse there. Yeah? And please get the certification. Okay, next. I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Fazli, for your insightful sharing on Malaysia's innovation funding ecosystem. That concludes day 1 of our Business Matching session. We sincerely thank our speakers, presenters, and participants for your contribution and active engagement throughout today's program. Now is the time that we have been waiting for, the lucky draw session. For those who haven't scanned the QR code for the lucky draw session, you may do so. We will give you another 10 minutes to scan the QR code before we start with the lucky draw session. Thank you.
Hi, good evening. Actually, industries as well as staff can scan as well the QR code for lucky draw and participate in the lucky draw. We will start at 4:20, 4:25. Okay, we have quite a good prize over there. Total how many? 15 plus 5 is it? 15. 20, right? 15. So we have a smartwatch and then Bluetooth device. I think it costs about 200 to 300 ringgit, right? So it's a total of 1,000 worth lucky draw here. So all the exhibitor, please come in front, have a seat because we are going to end our session for today. So and we also provided tea time, so you can collect the food from the room beside here, then come and have a seat in the middle seat here, and we wait for lucky draw. Thank you very much. And the students and participants, please come inside as well. We are going to end our session in another, after the lucky draw, we will call for a day. Thank you very much. Hi, good evening. So kind attention to all the presenter of Interact. Okay, so thank you for today. So we already end the session 2. So tomorrow will be session 3. So the best poster awards. So we have a total of 13 sub-teams, right? So the best poster awards will be announced tomorrow during the closing ceremony. So we really hope to see you tomorrow because the closing ceremony will start at 1:30 p.m. Okay, so the registration will start as early as 8 a.m. Then all the participants who are going to register at 8 a.m. So we are going to give you all the breakfast is provided, as well as the touch and go 20 ringgit for lunch will provide as well. So tomorrow we also have a high tea. So please, I think some of you already confirmed your registration for a closing ceremony. However, I need to mention you all on this. If let's say you are selected for the best poster award tomorrow, but then we couldn't reach you or you are not in the DTC, so you will be not eligible to receive that award. It will be handed over to the next person with the highest mark. So, and then we are going to have our VVIP as well coming. So, I really hope to see all the Interact participants. However, you already finished your presentation today. So, please come tomorrow for the closing ceremony. And then we're going to have some deep tech challenge as well, competition. So, you can watch how people are presenting their research, how to actually, especially for business pitching. So, yeah, that's all from me. Thank you very much. If we see you all tomorrow, but I will hand over to MC for lucky draw. Okay, yes, Puan Ain. Yeah, the most waited moment.
Good evening, everyone. Let's start with our next session, which is the lucky draw session. First of all, I would like to invite Dr. Nurul Fauzani Jamaluddin to be on the stage to present the prizes to the winners. Alright, let's spin for the souvenir first. Nur Aisyah Adila binti Ahmad Syahril Akmal. I repeat, Nur Aisyah Adila binti Ahmad Syahril Akmal. Calling 1, 2, 3. Alright. Okay, next, let's spin the roulette again. Law Kok Soon. Not here also. Calling Law Kok Soon 1, 2, 3. Let's spin it again. Omar bin Abbas. Is he here? Omar bin Abbas? No? Okay. Let's spin it again. So Ahmad Ghazali Adam. Wow, congratulations, our first winner. Alright, let's spin for another time. We have Zhang Ziyi. Zhang Ziyi. 1, 2, 3. Okay, no one's here. Then let's spin it again. Now we have Tariqul Islam Maruf. Oh, congratulations. Okay, let's spin it again. Who's going to be the next lucky winner? We have Kumutini Chandara Sekaram. Congratulations. Okay, let's spin it again. The next winner will be Deborah. Deborah 1, 2, 3. Okay, congratulations. So, let's spin again for the last winner for the souvenir. We have Ahmad Ali Emran bin Emran. Wow, congratulations. Thank you, Dr. Nurul. Now I would like to invite Dr. Muhammad Nizam Zainul Abidin to be on the stage to present the prize. Wow, this prize would be very interesting. Okay, actually for this one, the price will be souvenirs from It's not smartwatch yet. Okay, so let's spin it again. The winner goes to Abah Musa Hassan. Wow, congratulations. Next, we have Eliza binti Abbas. Calling for Eliza. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's spin it again. We have Go Wee Chan. Calling for Go Wee Chan 1, Go Wee Chan 2, 3. Okay, spin the wheel again. Next, we have Go Wee Tiong. Maybe they're siblings. Go Wee Tiong. 1, 2, 3. Spin it again. Alright, let's see. So we have Firdaus is Zaha. Alright, congratulations, our next winner. Okay, let's see who's going to be the next winner. Vedika Bhatt. Calling for Vedika Bhatt. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's spin it again. Now we have Go Yan Ning. Wow, congratulations. Let's see who's the next lucky person. Let's spin it again. So we have Liu Jiaqi. Do we have Liu Jiaqi here? 1, 2, 3. Alright, let's spin it again. Next we have Maslinda binti Mat Yusof. Calling for Maslinda binti Mat Yusof. 1, 2, 3. Okay, next. We have Nur Nadia binti Ahmad Nasharuddin. Do we have Nur Nadia here? No? Okay, next. Next, we have Abdul Qayyum. Abdul Qayyum. Abdul Qayyum. 1, 2, 3. Okay, spin one more time. Oh, we have the winner. Okay, very sorry. Congratulations. Oh, well, next we have Ehsan Nazari. Ehsan Nazari. Ehsan Nazari. Okay, spin it one more time. So the last winner for the souvenir would be Jegatiswari anak perempuan Kaliapan. Congratulations. Thank you, Dr. Nizam. Now, I would like to invite Prof. IR Dr. Tan Chor Yong to be on the stage to present the next prize. Okay, the next prize will be very interesting. Let's see who's the lucky winner. The lucky person will be Miao Zhenjian. No? Miao Zhenjian. 1, 2. Okay, congratulations. All right, let's spin the wheel again. Let's see who's the next winner. Now we have wireless earphone, also interesting as well. So the winner goes to Fazal Rahman. Congratulations. All right, let's see what the next prize will be. Okay, now we have a wireless speaker. Let's see who's the winner. The lucky person will be Mas Idayu binti Muhammad Nasir. Okay, congratulations. All right, what will be the next prize? Let's see. The next prize will be wireless mouse. Let's spin the wheel to see who's the winner. We have Afika Alia binti Wak Fuzi. Do we have? Congrats! Alright, so what will be the last one? Okay, this is very interesting. We have Montego Ace Bottle. So let's spin the wheel to see the last winner. It goes to Rupchan Hindu. Okay, congratulations! Thank you to Prof. Tan and Dr. Archina. Thank you everyone. See you again tomorrow.
Dah cakap thank you kan? Okay.